what's up guys? How's it going? Hope everyone's having a good day. So today I want to talk about doubt and negativity, where it comes from and how to overcome it. Typically comes from two sources, either within or external sources being other people. And I'll just start by talking about my own personal experience. Back when I was in high school, I set the goal to gain 18 pounds of muscle within 9 months. And in the end, I achieved it. I had to work hard. There were a lot of things that I had to do. And to some people, it was really extreme. So I hired a personal trainer. I was eating like crazy healthy. And I was working out 5 to 6 days a week consistently. And for 9 months, I did it for longer than that, but for the 9 months, and I achieved that because I did all those things consistently. So what happened when I started doing those things, I set this goal and I started working at it, was I got some negative flack from some people. And basically that people were saying, well, why would you hire a personal trainer? That's a waste of money. Or why would you work out that hard? It's pointless. You don't need to work out that hard. You don't need to see those results. Or why are you eating like that? You don't have to eat like that. That's pointless. Just have fun and eat what you want, that kind of thing, right? So that's that negative input. And it's like these people trying to tell me how I should live my life, right? It's no one's responsibility to tell you how to live your life. Ultimately, it's up to you how you're going to choose to live your life. And B, well, there is no B. People have no business telling you how you should live your life unless you ask for advice, in my opinion. But where that negativity comes from, typically when it comes from other people, it can come from inner self-doubt within themselves, and they're just projecting it onto you, which is pretty typical. Whenever someone sets a new goal, something that's a little bit more extreme, or just anything beyond the norm, it can make people uncomfortable, and it can challenge people on a subconscious level. I don't think it's necessarily known or people are aware of it always, but it can challenge people on a subconscious level. So they tend to project this negative thought pattern process they have of themselves not being able to achieve things onto you. And like, well, if you achieve this, then what does that make me? And it makes them feel lesser because someone's moving forward and doing better with their life. So most likely on a subconscious level, people like to make them that person, to bring them down to their level. Like, no, just stay here. Don't try and move forward. Don't be better. We're more comfortable having you right here at this level, right? It's not necessarily a malicious intent. It's just a comfort thing, right? And the subconscious, I think, most of the time. Most people, I don't think, are malicious like that, where it's intentional. So it can come from that, or it can also come from a view that people have of you because of maybe some past negative past patterns that you've had of, like, let's just go with starting and stopping setting goals. Let's say you've done that for a big portion of your life, so these people have created an image of you, a view of you doing that. So now that is how they define you because of those negative past patterns, right? And the same thing can happen with yourself. If you have a tendency to start and stop goals, you can view yourself that way as well. And how to overcome that is just realizing that isn't who you are. The past is in the past, and that's not who you are in the present. It doesn't have to be who you are in the present. Sure, it's kind of these patterns might be a part of you. They have a role to play, but it doesn't have to define who you are, and it doesn't have to be who you're always going to be. You can make choices in the present moment right now and start making some small changes. Start eating better, start doing some workouts, hire a trainer, whatever it is. You can start small, take some steps towards working, towards changing those past patterns and create some new, more positive patterns. And in doing that, you are now changing your own view of yourself. And ideally, down the road, these people with this negative view of you are going to start seeing you differently. If not, that's okay too. It doesn't matter. The reality is, what people think of you as far as like achieving your goals and whatnot, and it doesn't matter, and it's none of your business what people think of you. And negative influencers, people who doubt, they're not bad people, but the reality is they only have as much control over you as you allow them to have. And same thing with these inner negative thoughts, inner doubts. Those negative inner thoughts and inner doubts only have as much control over you as you allow them to have. So if you choose to just not allow those negative things to control you, not allow them to affect your life, if you can be a way to help with that is to be mindful of when those negative thoughts creep in. Be mindful that it's there. Allow it to be for a little bit and kind of let it pass. It's kind of like a meditation in a sense, but just being aware of those thoughts and patterns, move past it, and realize who you really are, and that's someone who's moving forward. That's someone who set this goal to lose 100 pounds within a certain time frame. That's someone who's working at that goal. Who's not? That's someone who started and is not going to stop, but is going to continue and get to that goal, right? So it's changing this view of yourself by being mindful and using mindfulness as a tool in a sense. And that's one thing that can be really, really helpful. And again, just realizing that you're in control. You have the power. These negative people, negative thoughts, negative patterns, they are not in control. And they are not who you are. They don't have to define you. You choose how you're going to be defined with your choices, and it doesn't have to be anything from the past. And if people want to hold things over you from the past and hold on to that image and that view of you, then that's okay. It doesn't matter. You can't change that. You can't force that. It's either going to change or it's not, and that's okay. Kind of just accepting that. So it is helpful. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for the day. Just do your best if you have doubts that are stopping you from achieving your goal or that are kind of discouraging you from continuing to move forward with any goals that you've set, just realize that's just a doubt. It's not, again, it doesn't have to define who you are. So just keep pushing forward, keep moving forward. If you quit, you're never going to achieve it. Remember that. If you keep pushing forward and keep working through the challenging times, these negative thoughts that come up, you keep working past that and don't allow it to stop you, you're going to get to your goal. And just another thing you do is just remind yourself of that. Remind yourself of why you set your goal in the first place. You can refer to my other video of setting powerful goals to this. I mentioned that. Reminding yourself of your why. Why did you set the goal in the first place? That's another thing that can help when doubts creep in, when negativity creeps in. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for the day, guys. I hope this is helpful. Keep pushing forward. Don't quit. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Take care.